So I didn't get up very early this morning, which is unusual for me. So I'm a little behind. So if you see this video posted a little later than normal, I do apologize, because I know that you guys like to check these out sometimes as a morning devotional. So since there's some elections taking place right outside my house because the voting's at the school, I thought I would do a little devotional from Psalm 118. From Psalm 118 we read, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his mercy forever. Let Israel now say, his mercy forever. Let the house of Aaron now say, his mercy forever. Let those who fear the Lord now say, his mercy forever." Of course, I left out the italicized words in the English print because they're not in the Hebrew, right? We typically see his mercy endures forever. And we assume that that's the implied word, and that's right. But I think the original, the way it's said, is so powerful. His mercy forever. His mercy is, in Hebrew, the chesed of God. It is that love of God that has nothing to do with the character or the object's suitability. God's chesed is always, always comes from within himself. And so it's the kind of love that's given not because of the object, but because of the subject. It's the kind of love that depends entirely upon the person doing the loving and not upon the object of love. And those of you that have been grandparents or are grandparents or parents know that sometimes your child can put a love upon an object that you just wonder, why in the world would they love that thing? Some old tattered toy or some beat up old blanket, but they just love it. Right? And it's not because of the object itself, it's just because of who they are. Well, that's just one example, and there are many others. So you and I, we rely upon the mercy of God, even though we're out here voting for someone to lead us. Listen to some of the rest of Psalm 118. "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes." And the nature of that trust in the Lord that we're talking about is when we say, let Israel say, his mercy forever. Let the church say, Jesus Christ forever. Jesus is God's mercy. Jesus is God's love, God's everything for us. And we know this because of the way Jesus has lived in history for our sake. We don't have to look inside of ourselves. We don't have to look inside of ourselves for some sort of proof. We simply know, because God had his word written down, that Jesus is the mercy of God for us. So we go and we vote. We do the best we can. We vote principles. And for the persons who hold those principles, then those persons get our vote, because we're voting for what is right and good and true to be in the leadership of our communities. But we don't put our trust in the man or the woman. We put our trust in the Lord. Let all those who trust Jesus say, his mercy forever.